Hello everyone and welcome back to the Do So Knits YouTube channel. My name is Kristen and I'm a knitter and military spouse living in Germany with my family. And this is my YouTube channel where I share all of my knitting with all of you guys. And so today's video is the December 2020 stash in and stash out video. So in these videos every month I like to share with you the items that I have finished knitting on, how many skeins I used knitting those objects, and then all of the new yarn that I have received this past month. So this is essentially a stash haul video, so if this is not your type of thing, absolutely please feel free to check back on the next episode. But if you enjoy seeing new yarn, squishing vicariously through other people's purchases of their yarn, and maybe learning about some different yarn options, then this is a video for you. And so this past month, December 2020, I actually finished a good amount of projects. I'm pretty excited. So the first object that I finished this month was my Old Mill shawl. This is by Hookah Canyon. It is a pattern I was test knitting for her and it released this past month, so it is available now. In this shawl I used 3 skeins of yarn. They were all Knit Picks Hawthorne, and it was 2 hand-painted colors and one of the multicolors. It was Silverton, Corvallis, and Mount Scott. And all that is listed on my Ravelry project page as well if you are interested in knowing which color is which and how much I used. I loved how these colors went together in this shawl, and I am so thrilled that it is done and I can wear it. I think it is going to be an amazing wardrobe staple, and the yarn was really nice to work with, and the Knit Picks Hawthorne is a nice affordable fingering weight yarn. My next finished object was a pair of vanilla socks for myself. I knit these with a sock set from a Homespun house. It was the Christmas at Hogwarts sock set. I'm unsure what year it was from, but I bought it on a D-stash. I helical knit these socks because I wasn't a fan of how the yarn pulled the first time through, but when I helical knit, I just knit from the outside and inside of the cake. I thought the effect on the socks looked really nice, and I'm excited to wear these. And there was enough in the mini skein to get the heels, cuffs, and toes, but I also have pretty small feet, and I really enjoy a Homespun House's Plump Merino. It's squishy and soft, but it's not splitty, which I really enjoy. The next finished object this month was a Mawson hat by Jared Flood and Brooklyn Tweed. I knit this out of Patton's Classic Wool Worsted and the dark gray mix colorway. This is a really great affordable wool yarn. I got these just from Michael's. When my husband was in the States, he grabbed some for me. The makeup is 100% pure wool, and so it was really nice. It was really lovely to work with and made a Mawson hat very quickly. And then my final finished object this month was a sweater for my dog Sherlock. I knit this out of some super bulky yarn that I had left over in my stash. It was Wool Ease Thick and Quick in the colorway Claret, and I used exactly 1 skein to make his sweater. So I'm very excited about that. He seems excited about it, although every time I try to put it on him, he's like, oh, I don't know about this. And then when we're out on a walk, he's completely fine. And I think I think the sweater looks very cute on him. Those are all of my finished objects for December. With all the projects, my Old Mill shawl used 3 skeins of yarn. My vanilla socks used a skein and a mini. The Mawson hat used a skein, and Sherlock's sweater was also a skein. And so that brings me into 6 skeins and 1 mini for the month of December. And now we can move on to my new yarn enhancements. So if you watched my Vlogmas, I did show you a couple of these on that because I spent a day adding some of these to my Ravelry stash when I was recording, and so I'll move a little quickly over those, and I have some other yarn to show you guys as well. So my first yarn is some yarn that I got from Knit Picks again. They had their Black Friday sale, and so I grabbed a couple of things when they were on sale. I grabbed another skein of the Chroma twist in the worsted weight, and I got it in the colorway Sedona. I ordered another skein of this because if you remember a few months ago, and I talk about this more in my Vlogmas, so I can try to link it up above, I had ordered a couple skeins of these, but they didn't match, and it wasn't the exact color I was looking for, so I ordered another one thinking hopefully it'll match a little more, or I can pull from the two skeins to get the colors I want, and I am much happier with this coloring on this skein. So that was the first item I got. The next thing I got from Knit Picks, I also shared on my vlog this. This is my Knit Picks Static in fingering weight, and it is the colorway Peppercorn. And so this is a 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon, and it's a fingering weight. I saw someone knit a pair of socks with this yarn on Instagram, and I really loved how it looked, and so I figured since it was on sale I would grab a pair, and it feels really soft and lovely, so I'm very excited about this. I'm unsure if I will. Part of me wants to make like a cowl out of it, and part of me wants to make socks, so I'm unsure what I will do with this, but I think the tiny pops of red in there look super cute. It reminds me of when you look at those peppercorn shakers with all the different colors in it. So that is that one. And that was all for my Knit Picks order. The next thing I got, I showed you guys as well on my Vlogmas, was when Knit Crate every month, they offer their skeins of yarn for sale after their additional crates. For November, I didn't buy a crate, but I waited for the yarn to go on sale, and I had some leftover coupons from them, because if you rate their yarn after you get them, you get points, and the points equate to coupons. So I had a couple coupons to use with these as well, and then every month they put the yarn on sale. So I bought a couple skeins of the Vidalana Ambient worsted. So this is 100% Peruvian Highland wool, and it's worsted weight. And I bought this in the hopes of doing the color work on my throw over sweater by Andrea Mowry. I have decided on, I discussed it a little on that video as well, on these three colors together for the color work with a brown as the color. So I'm quite excited about that. And then this color will be a hat or used in another project. They're all 50-gram skeins, so not full skeins, but enough to do some nice color work. And so the colorway names are, this one is Michelangelo, this one is Da Vinci, this is Venezia, and Controposto. So I'm quite excited about these, and I think these look really well together. I think someone mentioned this color combination in the comments, and I'm really excited to get started on that sweater very, very soon. Next, when I was doing some errands, I went to my local, it's like a hardware type store. It's kind of like a Home Depot. It's called Globus Belmart, and they had some yarn there as well. And since it was the holidays, I was a little festive, and so I got a couple of skeins of the Regia candy color. And so this is colorway 1160, and if you look, that's how it'll knit up. So it's kind of like, it's a fun play on like the Christmas colors candy cane. So this one's like red and green base, and then this one's a little warmer. It'll knit up with the same patterning, but the colors are slightly different. So this one's like green with red with more brown in it. And so those are what those look like. I'm very excited about these. These are definitely a spur of the moment purchase, but it's one of those things that's easily accessible while we're here, while we live in Germany, while we do, and then once we get back to the States, I won't have as easy access to these, and these were a fun festive color. So these will definitely be socks one year. I'll probably knit them during Christmas or the month of December one year. And then the next thing that came in the mail was my Harry Potter Blanket Club for December 2020. This is by Norah Yarns, which is a dyer located in the UK. I have been doing this club since June, and I plan to keep doing it until she stops. So I've really enjoyed it. I've been making a habitation throw with these colors. And so this month's color theme was Christmas in the Wizarding World. And you got a couple of extras this month as well. So these are the colors this month. And then also this month we got a little bell, and what I really love is we got a little tag to put on our knitting that says Harry Potter Blanket Club, Uru.Yarn. So once I finish my blanket, I can throw these on there, and I am very, very excited. And then every month you get a little printout of the colorings of the yarns, and so I can give you guys a little close-up of what they are. And then this month as well, we got a little postcard with Luna sitting on the Hogwarts Express with a little note from Tracy on the back. And so this will be added to my lovely cork board. The colors this month, so the first one is Christmas at Grimwald's Place, which is this darker gray with speckles. The next one is brown with speckles, is Christmas at the Burrow. This one I think is really fun. It's my favorite, I think, of all 5. This one is, it is the red and teal colored one. This is Harry and Ron's Jumpers. And then the white one with the simple speckles. This one is the Yule Ball. And then finally, the yellow with the beautiful speckles. This is Christmas at Hogwarts. And that is my Harry Potter Blanket Club for December 2020. I am very excited about it. I think the colors are always so much fun. And this will be the last month that I add to my blanket, so I am very excited. So that is that. The next skeins I opened were my final Advent days from my Advent calendars this year. So I got a Advent from both a Homespun house and one from Stress Knits. And so this was the final skein from the Homespun house. And if you watched my Vlogmas, you did see a little preview of these. So this colorway is Sugarcane. It is on a Homespun house's gold Stellina fingering base, which is 80% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and then 20% gold Stellina. And I think the gold is very, very pretty. Pink is not necessarily my go-to color, but I do like this one, and I think if I pair the right color, it'll look really, really nice. And then my final skein for a Homespun house was called Christmas Wrapping. And this was on her favorite base, which is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. It is a mint with some mauve and almost like a brownie mauve. It is very, very pretty. And so I don't know, maybe I'll make a pair of socks. Something simple and understated so the colors can shine a little bit. So that is that final skein from her Advent. This month I also got a gift from Courtney. She ordered me a Homespun House Christmas at Hogwarts box. And so this is a mystery club that you get a skein of yarn in. And so we got the 2020 Christmas at Hogwarts color. I think it is so pretty. It is this red maroon color with the white that's got slightly mauve undertones with green speckles throughout. And so I think I'm going to cast on, Courtney started a pair of socks with these, and I think I will be starting the same pair of socks, the Christmas Eve cast on by Hooked Canyon. This is the yarn I want to use to make those socks. I love this yarn. And this was on her Plump merino base, which is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. I have knit another pair of socks out of this base, and it is absolutely amazing. So yes, this is this one, the 2020 Christmas at Hogwarts colorway by A Homespun House. Now we're on to the last couple skeins, which is some yarn from a couple different yarn boxes that I receive. The first one is my Yarnable December box. I wasn't able to show this to you during Vlogmas, so I thought I would show it to you now during my stash in and stash out. If you don't know what Yarnable is, it's a subscription box put on by Hypnotic Yarns, and every month you can get 1 or 2 skeins of fingering or DK weight yarn, and there's always some extra goodies in there as well. So in the box you get a little baggie full of extras, and this month I was very excited. So this month we get a faux fur pom-pom by Jess Gauze Crochet, and she has a little Etsy shop, and I can link it down below as well. So that was that. I love this pom-pom. I think it's adorable, and it's got the nice button pop, so you can sew it on and then pop your pom-pom on and off when you are ready to wash your hat. And then this is what the tag looks like. So that was the first extra this month. Also, we got a acrylic hat pin. So this is an acrylic hat pin by Bridgefield Designs. I'll link her shop down below as well. And then every month you always get a note card showing the extras and the name of the colorway, and then a coupon code for Hypnotic Yarns shop as well. And then the colorway. And so this month, every month you can do a preview of the yarn, and so I did the preview, saw the yarn, I liked it a lot. I had a plan for what I wanted to use the yarn for, so I switched to a DK weight skein of yarn this month. And this is the colorway Ribbon Candy. So it is DK, it is 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon, and the colorway Ribbon Candy. So I plan to make a hat that you hold DK and mohair together to make a hat, and so I have another skein that is a white with red and green speckles that I got last year when it was on sale after Christmas, and I thought these would pair really well together. So that is my Yarnable box for December 2020. And then my final yarn is from Knit Crate. I explained a little bit about Knit Crate before. They have different membership boxes, and so the first one this month was actually, it was delayed because of COVID. This is the Malabrigo quarterly crate, and it's from November. So this comes with 2 skeins of Malabrigo yarn, and this was the colorway Chia, and the base is Malabrigo Rios, so it's a worsted weight yarn, and it's 100% superwash. Cool. So I got 2 skeins of this yarn. It's kind of like a pinky purple. So I don't know what I'm gonna make with these. I think they are quite fun though. I'm not sure. 2 skeins of worsted, so I'm unsure what I can make. It is really not true to color. They are very purple mauve undertone with the brown and blue speckles on there. Yes, these are 2 from my Malabrigo box. In that box as well, you get a couple extras. I think I got a lip balm this month, which was really nice. And then the other crates I got was, this was the December 2020 membership crate in the all natural colorway, because you can pick between warm colors, neutral colors, or cooler colors. And again, there's always previews. And so this is the Twinkle DK yarn. It is in the colorway Rollerskates. It's 80% merino wool, 10% cashmere, and 10% stellina. And it is a DK weight yarn. So I thought I might be able to use this in a hat. And it's nice and neutral with a little bit of speckling, so it's has a little pop of fun. So the stellina adds a little pop of fun in there. So that was the December 2020 membership crate. And then my final skein of yarn this month was from the Knit Crate December 2020 sock crate box. And so this was Uru sock in the unicorn sock base, and it is 75% superwash merino, 15% Donegal neps, and 10% nylon. And I got the colorway Hot Cocoa. So it's like this brown colored yarn with some white specks. And I thought this is a nice neutral color to use on some socks. And so that is all of the yarn that I have received this month. It brings me to a total of 16 skeins of yarn. 4 Vidalana worsted though were half skeins of yarn, but in total 16 skeins of yarn, and I used 6 on projects. So those are my December 2020 stash enhancements. Which skein was your guys' favorite? Do you have a project that you think I should start, or what would you use this yarn for? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to be notified when I do other videos, subscribe to the channel. I do a video podcast every couple weeks, along with these stash in and out videos at the end of the months. I hope you guys are having a great day. What are you working on? I'd love to hear what you guys are doing. Right now I am hosting a knit along, so if you'd like to hop on that, you can find details here, and then you can join our Ravelry group, and I will link that in the description box down below. I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. Have a good day. Bye. I think it's gonna be an amazing word. Bleh. And so that, and now we can move on to new yarn. Now, why is the lighting so weird? The 4 worsted